Hey guys, it's Connor Crum here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you my New York Giants 2020 NFL season predictions. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the New York Giants are not that good of a team. They don't have a good defense at all. Their offensive line did get better though in the draft. But that's not going to help Daniel Jones too much until he has a top half of the league offensive line, which he currently does not have. So they're going to struggle this year again, especially because of that defense, though, and without a half-decent kicker at least, because they don't have Aldrick Rosas. He's not a great kicker, but he was a decent kicker. Wasn't great last year, though. But without further ado, let's get right into these predictions, starting with the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 1, which will be a hard game for the New York Giants, especially with Big Ben coming back to the Steelers. So that will be a loss right off the bat. And then they have to play the Bears in Chicago. That's going to be a tough game, so they lose that one. Then they got to play the reigning NFC champions, San Francisco 49ers. They're a great team still, and there's no chance the Giants win this game. Then the Giants have to play the Rams from the same division. The Rams are not that good, but they're good enough to beat the Giants. With the Rams losing Todd Gurley, and I don't think Cam Akers can replace him. At least for a few more years, that's not going to be great for the Rams in the near future. And losing Corey Littleton was rough also, but they still will pull out a victory over the New York Giants. And then the New York Giants play the Cowboys and lose 5 straight to start the season, which is not ideal. The Giants really need a win, because at this point they're probably out of the playoffs almost already with this packed NFC side of the NFL this year. So, yeah, but they do end up getting their first win of the season against the winless Washington Redskins. So they go to 1-5, and they're still in a good spot because they really do have a tough schedule. They don't have many easy teams. They haven't faced an easy team yet besides the Redskins, which they beat. But then they have to play the Philadelphia Eagles, which is a hard game because they're a really good team. And then you got to play the Buccaneers Monday Night Football, and you lose again. So you lose to 2 great teams in a row after winning. And then you're like, oh, we have the Redskins again. We can beat them again. But you do lose to the Washington Redskins. Fall to 1-8, and you are not in a good situation. And then you got to play the Eagles again, and you lose. Not ideal for the New York Giants. But then they do have a bye week to try to recollect, but they cannot recollect and lose to the Cincinnati Bengals away, which will be a tough game because the Bengals are well improved this year. They're just kind of young, so they make some mistakes against some good teams. But then the Giants have to play the Seahawks on the road, another tough game. They're just getting handed out tough game after tough game. It's not that good for the Giants. They lose this one. Probably a 1-score game, though, because it's the Seattle Seahawks. But then in Week 14, they get their next win of the season against the Arizona Cardinals. I think that's just going to catch some people off guard. Many people, actually, off guard. I think it's such a shocking game that could happen. We see them every year, and I think that's one of them. And then they go out and beat the Browns in Week 15. So they win 2 straight games. I think they just kind of get a roll, get more comfortable at the end of the season. But they do finish off the season with 2 losses against the Ravens and Cowboys. 2 amazing teams. There was really no chance they were going to beat of those teams. But yeah, the Giants end up 3-13 this season. Not very good for them, but they did have a very tough schedule, which is very unfortunate for them because I think they could have done well if they did not have as tough of a schedule as they did. But that does give them the second overall draft pick, which they'll probably use to help their defense or maybe get an offensive lineman. But that will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!